Good morning, Petway Patriots. Happy Monday. It is so good to be here with you again with our remote learning and our morning message video. We hope everybody's doing well. We are getting great messages from our teachers telling us how hard our Petway Patriots are working, and they continue to follow the pathway to Patriot Pride, especially using the trait of the month, resolve problems, and also effort. So many of our students are putting so much effort into their work, and they are doing a great job. Last week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and we do want to once again say how much we appreciate all of our staff at Petway. It's not just the teachers, it's the aides, it's maintenance, it is our guidance staff, everybody in our school who works together to make it such a special place. So we appreciate all of them and we miss them. Hope we can get back to Petway real soon. Good morning, Mrs. Aletto. Good morning, Mrs. Mongaluzzo.
Good morning, Mrs. Frederico. As you guys can see, welcome Petway Patriots. It is another Spirit Day. Yay! Today is dress like your favorite character from a book or movie. I can see Mrs. Frederico's a little hungry over there. That is a giant cookie if you give a mouse a cookie. I am a bear from my favorite book, Brown Bear, as you can see. So Petway Patriots, this Friday, we can't wait to see what you come up with. So your favorite character from any book, any story, any movie, something that you really like and you can connect to. We can't wait to see what you come up with. Remember to post it on our Facebook page, #PetwayProud. Now, this past Friday, like Mrs. Frederico said, we were celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week. And boy, did we have some cute Petway Patriots dressing like their favorite teacher. DJ Panicelli was dressed like his favorite PE teacher, his mom. Then we had Monica Jones. She was showing her love for all of our teachers, dressed like a teacher. And Aliana Gonzalez also was dressed like a cute teacher. Rafael Aguilar was dressed like a math teacher. He loves his math facts. And Ashley Marino was also dressed like her favorite teacher. We thank you guys for all the support. We love seeing all these Spirit Day pics, so keep up the good work.
Great job. They looked wonderful on Facebook. I love to see all the posts from our students and our families. Mrs. Mongaluzzo, before Friday's Spirit Day, we had a Spirit Day on Monday also. May the 4th be with you. I remember very clearly you were dressed as Princess Leia. So many. Go ahead.
With my lightsaber.
With your lightsaber, absolutely. So many of our students dressed up for May the 4th be with you, and they posted their pictures on Facebook also. Some of our students that posted were Leo Kanama and his brother Alex. They were Jedis. We had JJ Volpe, who was a little scary. He was Darth Vader. Harmony Rosario was dressed as Chewbacca, and she had Yoda with her. I think that was Mom dressed as Yoda. Catalina and Raymond Palmieri both showed their Star Wars spirit. And Abigail Masonette was Princess Leia, and she dressed along with her sister. They were wonderful. It was so much fun to participate in May the 4th be with you. Coming up next, we have a very special segment. We have another STEM activity for our Petway Patriots to try at home. Mrs. Weiberg and her daughter Julia will be leading us with our STEM activity.
Good morning, Petway Patriots. Hi, how are you? Mrs. Weiberg here. This is my daughter Julia.
Howdy.
And we love doing science experiments. So we thought we would do one for you today. And Julia's going to walk you through the process and have fun with it.
Alright, so first you're going to take some water, and I'm going to dye it blue just so that you guys can see it better. You can pick any color or even just use regular colored water is fine too. So the water is nice and blue, you can see it now. Alright, so I have here a penny, just a regular old penny. I'm going to put it on the plate, and I'm going to put water around the penny. just not a whole lot of water. Alright, so as you can see, the penny is covered and surrounded by water. That's important for the experiment. And then I'm going to take just a regular old candle, put it in the water, and light it on fire. So make sure you have a parent do this with you. You don't do this on your own.
Okay, now your job is to think, when Julia finishes up with the experiment, she's going to put the glass over top. Come up with a hypothesis of what you think is going to happen when she does that. Give you a minute to think about it. Or less. Okay.
Alright, so you're going to take your glass and you're going to put it over the penny and the candle, making sure it's surrounded by water. And then just watch and wait to see what happens. Alright, so as you can see, the water is pretty much all inside of the glass along with the penny. The penny is actually floating in there, and the candle is no longer lit.
Awesome. Thank you, Julia. We hope you enjoyed this science experiment, and if you want, you can take it a step further and look up some information and see if you can figure out why the water came up when she put the glass over the top. All right, have a great day, Patriots.
Great job, Mrs. Weiberg, and thank you, Julia, so much for that fun experiment. All right, next up, we are going to see Mrs. DiOrio, and she's going to teach us our signs of the week.
Hello, Petway. These are your signs for this week. Since May is the month of resolving problems, we're going to learn how to resolve problems. So make 2 number 2s, bend them down, and then go up and down. Those are our problems, and then we take what's called a bet O, and we resolve them. So resolve problems. Our second sign is for Mother's Day, because yesterday was Mother's Day. So we're going to wish all those important women in our lives a happy Mother's Day. Just to sign this phrase, you're going to take your 2 hands, sweep up on your chest. That's the sign for happy. Mom is a number 5 on your chin. And then day, just like Mrs. Garza shows us for hump day, we go down because the sun goes down. So wish all the important women in your life a happy Mother's Day. Now the third sign I'm going to teach you, because a mom is one of the important women in our lives, another one can be our aunt. Make the letter A, shake it by your chin, and that's the sign for aunts. And then the last sign is grandmother. Grandmother is the number 5 with the hand you write with on your chin, and you bounce it out. Bounce it out, and that's the sign for grandmother. So we have resolve problems, happy Mother's Day, aunts, and grandma. Have a wonderful week.
Great job, Mrs. DiOrio. Those signs were perfect for this past weekend with Mother's Day. Up next are shout outs. Our first shout out is from Mrs. Kahn. She would like to give a shout out to Caden Cook for effort and responsibility. He goes online very early in the morning and turns in all of his assignments right away.
Great job, Caden. Mrs. O'Donoghue would like to shout out Cameron Medina for responsibility. Mrs. O'Donoghue sees him on the Google Classroom first thing in the morning, and he works very hard, showing lots of effort throughout the day. Great job, Cam.
Mrs. Holt would like to give a shout out to Samantha Kohansky for making a video greeting for her room A15 and for reading a story to the children. Great job, Samantha.
Mrs. Bell would like to give a shout out to her whole class. They have been showing lots of effort and putting effort into all the work that they are doing online. Great job, Mrs. Bell's class.
Mrs. Shropshire would like to give a shout out to Ivan Batista for showing effort and for turning in all of his assignments. She would also like to give a shout out to Dasha for cooperation, because she has come to every Google Meet. Great job.
Great job, guys. Mrs. Villari would like to give a shout out to the following students who have all completed every single assignment for Mrs. Valari. Great job.
Awesome.
I know, and it's a long list. Great job, Devin Farrell, Kara Farside, Preston Hill, Hayden Smith, Genesis Salas Munoz, Isla Feaster, Ariella Negron, Gavin Pantaleone, Louis Russo, Christian Afanador, Adrian Torrado, Danae Santiago Munoz, Olivia Di Gregorio, Milana Goff, Gianni Scarpa, Landon Gauss, and John Austin Overpeck. Great job, my friends.
It's so important to get on our Google Classroom for our special areas. So I'm so glad to see so many students enjoying those lessons. Mrs. King would like to give a shout out to her entire class. They have been working hard, and last week they created amazing poems about Petway. I cannot wait to read them. In their poems, they included Petway traits, friends, and their love of learning. Their patriot pride truly shone through in their writing. Mrs. King is so proud of them and misses them, and I know Mrs. Mongaluzzo and I are so proud of them and miss them too.
I can't wait to hear some of those poems. All right, Mrs. Brady would like to give a shout out to Senora Garza for helping her to communicate with some of her families and making sure that her Petway Patriots have everything they need to be successful while working at home.
Mrs. Fiore and Mrs. Cascio would like to give a shout out to their whole class for being awesome Petway Patriots, as they have done a fantastic job in all of their work. They also want to thank all of the parents who have been helping the children complete their assignments. I know many of our parents are now working as teachers, so thank you so much for helping out.
Another shout out to the whole class, Mrs. Napoli's class. She wanted to give you guys a shout out for being so responsible with finishing your assignments. She also loves your acrostic poems about spring. More poems, I cannot wait to hear. Keep up the great work, guys.
I look forward to hearing those poems too. Poetry is one of Mrs. Frederico's favorites. Mrs. Merkel would like to give a shout out to Gavin Gonzalez for putting forth effort in completing all of his assignments. Great job, Gavin.
And Mrs. Hesser would like to give a shout out to William Soto. He made a creative POW tune for a research project. And then he created a POW tune that explained to his classmates how they could easily make POW tunes. It was creative and helpful for the whole class. Great job, William.
Love those POW tunes. They are so much fun. Mrs. Gruccio wanted to give a big shout out to the Gruccio gang for being awesome sports and trying their best to complete their remote learning assignments. She misses them so much, just as we miss them too. Great job, everybody. Mrs. Suprin would like to announce the featured artist of the week. This week's featured artist is Iker Santiago Munez. Great job, Iker. Next up, we have our Petway Pledge and our flag salute. That is being done this week by our special ed team with a special added visitor, Mrs. Spivak. And then we have our Petway song, which will be sung this week by Mrs. Napoli.
We, the students and staff
of Petway Elementary School,
will work together
to create a safe, caring,
and positive school.
We will be respectful
and truthful,
and solve all problems
in a cooperative way.
so
we
can learn
and grow together.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which we stand,
one nation under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice
for all.
Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Napoli. I wanted to sing the Petway song for you. I do have a guitar here, but I haven't learned to play it yet. So I'm gonna have to sing the song a cappella, which means without background music. So here we go. We're a school of love and a school of cheer, a school of hope named for someone dear. Mrs. Petway would be proud, so it's time to shout out loud. We're a great school after all. We're the Petway Patriots. We're the Petway Patriots. We're the Petway Patriots. We're a first-class school. Have a great day, Patriots.
Great job, everybody. That was wonderful to see so many of our staff participating and their families too. We hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. We hope our teachers and our families, of course, they had time to spend together, but had an enjoyable day. Our mothers are so, so important to us. We really miss not having Morning with Mom this year, as we do every year. Coming up on Friday, don't forget, we're looking for your storybook characters. I can't wait to see how you show that on Facebook, and I'm looking for #PetwayProud.
All right, guys, make sure you're getting on this week, visiting those special area teachers, getting all those assignments done. Make sure you are caught up. We are already in the 4th marking period, flying right through the month of May, so we don't want to get caught behind. I also want to take a moment to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. I hope you enjoyed the day and the time home with your families.
All right, everybody. We will see you next Monday. Have a great day.